Welcome to Sara Cooks for You. Today's recipe is chicken mandi, which is an Arabian rice recipe from the Middle Eastern cuisine. This has gained a lot of popularity not only in the Arab world but throughout the globe. So let's learn how to make this simple and delicious recipe. For this, we are going to start by making the Arabian spice mix first. For this, I've used 1 teaspoon of coriander seeds, 1 teaspoon cumin seeds, half a teaspoon turmeric powder, half a teaspoon salt, half teaspoon peppercorns, 1/4 dry lemon, 2 to 3 pinches of saffron, 1 cinnamon stick, 3 green cardamoms and 3 cloves. So we are going to grind all this together, and along with this I'll be adding some nutmeg powder. So this is the nutmeg powder, which is about 1/8 teaspoon. So I'm going to take all this in a spice grinder and grind it to a powder. So this is our fresh Arabian spice mix, which is so simple to make and it's so fragrant with the saffron and all the other spices. So this is the spice mix that we are going to use for the mandi. First of all, let's start marinating the chicken. I've taken a whole chicken. You can just apply the masala on the whole chicken as it is, or you can cut it this way. So I'm just going to cut it and remove the center part of it. You can use it as it is, or you can make it into 2 pieces or 4 pieces according to your wish. So I've cut them into 2 pieces like this, and I'm going to marinate it with this spice mix powder. We'll marinate this chicken well, apply the spice powder all over the chicken. Apply it beneath the skin also, and it's optional. You can even remove the skin if you want to. And make sure you marinate the chicken well, at least about 4 to 5 hours or overnight, preferably overnight. You can make some slits on the chicken pieces so that the masala enters nicely, so that the chicken is marinated well. So you can leave it as it is, or you can make it into 4 pieces. So it is easier to handle. So we'll make it into 4 pieces. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also share my videos and give me a thumbs up if you like this recipe. So the chicken is marinated well. I'm going to cover it and put it in the refrigerator to marinate overnight. So the chicken has been marinated overnight. So it's nice and tender. And I'm going to prepare the pot for the mandi, chicken mandi. So in this pot I've added 2 fried onions. I've already fried these onions. And I'm adding 2 pieces of cinnamon sticks, about 4 pieces of cloves, and about 4 green cardamom. And this is optional. I've added a chicken stock cube. This is optional. If you want, you can add it, or instead of this you can even use broth, chicken broth. So this is optional, or you can just add water. I'm adding a few raisins. Some people don't like to add the raisins in the mandi, so you can add it according to your taste. And I've added 2 cups of soaked basmati rice to this, which is about 500 grams. And water we are going to add, if you're using 2 cups of rice, you add about 3.5 to 3 3/4 cups of water. The mandi rice should be a little, it should not be overcooked, it should not be mushy, it should be like just about 80 to 90% done, and the grains should be really separate. So that's when it's really tasty. So make sure you add the water accordingly so that the rice is not overcooked. Okay, add salt to taste. I had added a little bit of salt earlier, and I'm adding a little bit now. Mix it well, and then to cook the chicken, there are two methods. You can either use a steamer and place it on top of the rice pot and cook it on the stove top, or you can place it in a baking tray, in a baking dish. Place the chicken over the baking dish and put it in the oven and cook it. So that will be a slow process and it will be more tastier that way, because the chicken as well as the rice would be cooked evenly. So that's one method. One method is this, where we put the rice pot below and the chicken is steamed on top. And for the sauce, green chilies, garlic, a little bit of coriander, and one large tomato, and about 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. So we are going to grind all this together. So I've taken my chopper and I'm adding these ingredients. Green chilies, please add according to your taste. I've added about 3 to 4. And garlic, I've added 3. And a large tomato. A bit of lemon juice. And you can also add tomato puree to this, about 1 tablespoon. And of course salt to taste. So we are going to chop this in a chopper. And the sauce is ready. Add some water to get it to the required consistency. In the meantime, the chicken and the rice has been cooked. I cooked it on a low flame so that the chicken has enough time to cook. So please cook till the chicken is done and the rice is done, and make sure they don't burn or overcook. See, this is perfectly done. The chicken has cooked perfectly and it looks really very tempting, and my kitchen is smelling amazing. And now I'm going to place the chicken pieces in the pot of rice and place an aluminium foil, and we're going to place hot coal, charcoal on it, so that we give it a smoked flavor. I'm adding a bit of oil and immediately cover the rice dish so that the rice gets and the chicken gets a nice smoky flavor. As you can see, there's not much of an effort. It's really very easy. The chicken mandi is so simple and yet so delicious to make. It's a must-try recipe. Please try and comment below and let me know if you like this recipe.